When you purchase insurance for your storage locker, you might expect that you'd be covered if your stuff got stolen. But if the crook steals your lock along with your stuff, you might be wrong. Only on 5 tonight, Julie Watts investigates recurring complaints about insurance at public storage.
Every time John Koenig opens his public storage locker, emotions flood back.
It was horrible.
To the day he discovered it ransacked, his family's valuable possessions gone.
We made the mistake of labeling boxes of what's in them, so it was easy for them to shop.
Among the missing items, a silver set, 2 vintage Disney marionettes, and a special violin collection.
It's 4 or 5 violins, but my daughter played violin since she was 3.
Luckily, he thought, he had insurance purchased at public storage and a record of on-time premium payments for 13 years.
Here's the original police report.
But despite a police report and a meticulous list of missing items,
we got a denial letter from the regional manager saying that there's no evidence of a burglary because we didn't have the lock that was cut off.
The implication, without a lock, he must be responsible.
They're saying that we're the criminals. We're the, we set this up so we can just make a claim, a fraudulent claim. No, that's not what it's all about.
Turns out John's not the only one whose claim was denied due to a lock. We've been getting similar complaints since 2010.
It was about $12,000 worth of items that were gone.
Anna Leone's claim was denied, even though a police report clearly says an unknown suspect forced open the master lock to her public storage unit.
There were no signs of forcible entry into your unit.
Deborah Ambers couldn't collect because her missing lock had been replaced with a new lock she'd never seen. Mysteriously, she says public storage had the only key.
Hard to believe if a crook steals your lock along with your stuff, your insurance claim could be denied. But check the fine print in the policy offered by Public Storage. It clearly states a missing lock or a lock different than the one placed by you is not sufficient to establish forcible entry.
An insurance policy is a promise, and the promise is not being kept.
Attorney Dale Washington has sued Public Storage in the past.
The most profitable item for them would be insurance, and that's where the emphasis is.
Evidence? In this 2014 deposition, the company's senior vice president acknowledges the loss ratio, or how much is spent paying claims and overhead, was averaging about 10%.
10% loss ratio means 90% profit.
The company declined our request for an interview, but instead tried to make the story go away by offering Koenig $3,000 plus 3 months free rent, but only if he signed a release saying he will not make any statements that damage Public Storage's reputation to anyone, including the media. Public Storage later pressured him with a deadline to accept that offer, which John ultimately declined, noting the payoff was not officially an offer to pay out his insurance claim.
Pay the insured amount. That's what we signed for, to block us from even considering the fact that we were burglarized because we don't have the broken lock. Is just insanity.
The California Department of Insurance is now investigating John's denial and says anyone with similar complaints should contact the agency immediately. You'll find a link on our website, cbssf.com.